Steve Dotto here. How the heck you doing this fine day? Well, did you hear the news this week? Did you hear the call to action? Did you hear the trumpets blaring, calling us all into battle? If you didn't, you probably should have. And this is something for the entire Gray Matters community, for the gray zone. This week in the news, there has been so much discussion about DeepFake. What is DeepFake? Deepfake is the ability for using technology, using Photoshop, using video editing apps to create images or videos of things that didn't happen. Taking people's faces, putting them on action from other scenes, taking my face, putting it on a porn actor, and releasing a porn video with Steve in it. And in a lot of cases, it is incredibly realistic. Of course, it's been happening with Photoshop for a long time, but increasingly, deepfake videos are becoming more and more relevant. Some deep videos are used for entertainment, to create spoofs and to create parody videos, which can be humorous and funny if we know that indeed they are fake. But increasingly, we're seeing them used for political and for shaming purposes. The reason it's become kind of boiled up to the surface this past week is there was an app released called Deep Nude. Don't go looking for it. It's not available anymore. The creators, amongst all of the furor, have taken it down. But it was a tool that allowed you to strip away the clothes from any person you chose to strip away their clothes. You take a photograph of a woman or a man, although they didn't have all of the proper bits in place for men, so we ended up with women's genitalia if you nuded a man. Having said that, you basically took that picture of them, ran it through the application, and very quickly it would strip away all of your garments and leave a nude of that person. And by all accounts, the results were quite credible. Especially if you happen to have a shot that exposed some flesh of that person, like a bikini shot or the person in workout gear. The more that they had to work with, the more realistic the nude was. And of course, if your ick factor is just now percolating to the boil point, for good reason. This is disgusting. There is no social value to this. The people who created it, their excuse for creating it was, well, somebody's going to do it, so it might as well be us, and we can make some money from it. And but there was much backlash, much furor, and they pulled it down. They said they were contrite and said, we don't want to make money this way. Well, really, you just don't want to be exposed this way, is I think what it comes down to. Double entendre, you expose that way. But having said that, it's now not available, but it's coming back. You know, it's going to become other people are going to be looking at this and saying, screw that, I'm going to do it. So why did I start this entire vlog out saying this is a call to action for us? Because this is happening. The deepfake phenomenon is now begun. It's horrifying. It's terrifying to recognize what it's going to mean to our society. And we have no defense against it. We have no way of stopping it. The genie is out of the bottle. The technology is going to allow this to happen. So all we can do is educate ourselves. Education is the answer. Recognizing, communicating, coming up with ways to debunk these as they come down the pipe. And it's going to be increasingly difficult. I think we're fighting a losing battle. At the end of the day, I think we are fighting a losing battle. But it's not a battle that we can stop fighting just because we're losing. We can slow it down, and hopefully society can grow up to the point that it doesn't cause irreparable damage to our species. This relentless march towards technology and the devolving civility that seems to be accompanying every step down the social path we take seems to cost us some of our civility and some of our common sense and some of our generosity towards our fellow man. But why, again, am I making this a call to action for us? Because the more that we retreat from this technology, the more that it gains a hold on our society. So it's our responsibility to educate ourselves. I'm going to have links to some articles where people are where they were talking about what we can do, how we can spot these deep fakes and educate ourselves on what deep fake is all about. It's our responsibility to understand it. We have to continue to educate ourselves, to engage, and to participate. So my big question to you today is, are you following the deepfake story? What are your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comments. Tell me what your solution is, if you have a solution for it. But mainly, I just want to hear that you are listening, that you're thinking about it, and that you are wanting to be part of the solution, not necessarily part of the problem by sticking your head in the sand. Hey, guess what? Now, it's not going to be here on this channel because we don't have enough views on this channel yet to share this, to have this built into YouTube. But on our main channel, we have got merch. We have Dottotech merchandise. Now, I decided not to go the Dottotech route with the Dottotech merch, but I wanted to create merchandise for the Gray Zone. So we have our very first store, so you can actually buy We Are the Gray Wave wear to wear. So if you go to, I'll put the link below and in the blog post, but if you go to our storefront at Teespring, you we've got a couple that are not quite PC. Retirement. We've got our retirement t-shirt. We're just getting started. My favorite is the is this t-shirt here, which is "Experience is not something you can Google." So links will be below. You can start to wear the We Are the Gray Wave. You can start to get the message out. You can start to proudly proclaim that even though we've got gray on the top, we're still technology in our hearts, and we get what's happening in the world, and we are not done yet. Oh, no, we are not done yet. You can start to wear some logo wear that is going to support that. So I hope that you like it. I hope you like the direction, and give me suggestions of things that you would like to, of different t-shirts or designs, messages that you'd like to have us include that proudly proclaim that you are part of the Gray Wave. That's it for this week. Oh, it's July 1st when this video drops, so to all of my fellow Canadians, happy Canada Day. It's the day that we celebrate our country and all things that are good in our country and recognize that we can be better. So happy Canada Day to all my fellow Canadians and the rest of the world. Have fun storming the castle.